Hey guys, welcome. Always think up, always think up. You know, sometimes my video goes off and on. I don't know. But, you know, I'm getting on here. I'm just getting live. I didn't write anything down. I'm not waiting for anyone to get on. I'm just kicking it, right? So I ran into some crap. I had to go somewhere. There was traffic. I went the back way. There was traffic. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to turn around and go to this fair that we've been wanting to go to. And I'll go do all that later. And so then I rode past this old place that I used to always come and kick it whenever I was little. And it made me feel better, right? So I was like, hold up, let me get a video. I felt all these things and I was like, let me get a video. So today, me and my family, we made plans to go to this fair that we have in my town, and it's called a Cultural Diversity Fair. And so I was real excited, like a little kid, like, oh yeah, we're going, what time? Woo, 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 woo. And, you know, I realized today, sorry guys, we're moving all around, you know, when I was in school, we started this. We were the Trendsetters. Hi, love. So anybody that watches me that's from my high school and went through all that really weird stuff with me, put some love on here, man. It's the Cultural Diversity Fair. So we started this, guys. So it was all kind of different people from different cultures in this little small town. We have our whole entire school, kindergarten through 12th grade. Can you imagine that? So I have friends from all over the world that went to really big high schools, and we had enough, we don't really have that many people. And so in this little town that's not very big to anyone, we created this, right? So we created this together. We created the Cultural Diversity Fair. And so what that is just a place with different foods from different cultures, and maybe their outfits that they used, or something really neat about them and their culture and what they stand for, right? How great. So that was probably like 20 years ago. Don't tell anybody it's been that long, right? So, and now here it is today, this huge thing that everyone goes to from all over. So isn't that cool? So everyone from all over makes this big deal about coming to this thing that we started. So if you're with me all the way back then, whenever we, you know, came up with this, I love you, because now it's really huge. And so that's what I wanted to talk about. So, you know, if you're with me and you're following Always Think Up and you're watching me and you're messaging me, I love your guts. If you're not, I love you too. But we're trendsetters, right? So we're trendsetters. We're setting trends. So, you know, some of the things that we feel in us, they're not normal, some, you know, to the social norms. Some of the things that we're trying to do, they don't always feel right. You know, a lot of my friends, I have so many great friends on here, and I watch them, and we've been talking a lot lately about, you know, spirit and ego, and then your spiritual ego, and then, you know, how your spiritual ego can kind of like dumb you down, like you're not good enough, like you're not powerful, like you don't have everything you need to create the life of your dreams. You have everything you need to create the life of your dreams. It's just sometimes, do we stop all the bullshit and come out and sit by the tree? No, we don't, because we think that we have to do all that bullshit, because that bullshit makes us our heart and our strength and our love. That bullshit doesn't make your strength and your love. Sometimes you're breathing into things that are just not there. If you have somebody in your life that is just, oh, wah, poor me, and you keep trying to bring them up, it's hard. It's a hard space. I know you love them. Mwah, I love you if you're going through that. But sometimes they have to learn, and they have to learn by what? Doing what you had to do, or what I had to do. Sometimes I had to be all alone in that space and figure out what to do. You can't just keep picking somebody up and then be like, oh, dang, they ain't getting it. Well, they're not getting it because they have to do something. Guys, this vibrational lift right here, if you ain't loving on yourself, man, it's going to be really hard for you. You're going to feel tortured. You're going to feel like people are really torturing you if you do not love on yourself. Do you hear me? I go through it too. I go through it, man. I've been like a little crybaby. Hi. So I've been like a little crybaby, like, damn it, why doesn't everybody see my love? Don't give it to things that are dead, guys. You know, when something's dead, you gotta let it just what? Transition, move on to the next thing. You know, I had a lot of loss in my life, so I've been getting a lot of people coming on here, messaging me about a lot of loss in their life, and I get it, and I send you so much love, and I hope that you ask for love to come and fill that space that feels empty, because that's what it is. So you lost somebody that you love, so you feel empty. But what happens, the people that I lost, if I didn't lose those people, I would have never gone out by myself, because they were big staples in my life. Maybe they took me somewhere where I wasn't comfortable. Maybe they fixed my computer when I couldn't figure it out. So I had to learn those things for myself. Look at the love. Your mind and what your mind thinks about is really important. So if you feel like you're having really crazy thoughts, about, and you feel selfish, so that's a big word that I hear a lot, then that's your body saying, get selfish. Pay attention to yourself. Quit worrying about everybody else. Go sink your ass into the ground. You see me right by the tree. Sink into the ground. Yeah, I'm rushing. We're going to this thing. My baby's getting ready. She's with my mom. She's good. I didn't get to where I wanted to go. That's okay. They're open till 9. Listen, sometimes, I had a lot of my friends at first when I started these videos say, oh, you need to give me a time that you're on. I really love you, but, I need to put it in my planner. And I'd be like, oh, I can't, right? I can't do a certain time. My baby's sleeping. My life is here and here. And I don't live like that. And so lately I've been seeing a lot of you get on and saying, I'm not going to do that specific time anymore because that ain't working for me. Mwah, I love you guys. It's all about you. It's not about getting the most followers. It's not. That's not how it works, guys. So some people will message me and say, you don't have any followers. I'm not worried about you. I'm not worried about you or followers. I don't call them followers either. Now I just call them friends. I never really liked the word followers. That's like stalking, lightweight weirdo. I don't want that. I want love. I want friends. I want to build a community. I want my community to feel the wave that I'm on. I want you to want good food for your communities. I want you to be trendsetters. I want you to be strong enough to cut all this down in your path so that 6 years later, everybody wants to do this thing that maybe at first they said it was weird. So at first with the Cultural Diversity Fair around here, they're like, no one's going to want to do that. No one's going to want that. No one's going to want to be a part of that. And me and my friends were just feel so much love that we were like, yeah, we're doing it anyways. We don't even care. We love it. Who cares? And now here we are 20 years later or whatever. And you should see this place. It's so filled up with people, and they have way more greatness than when we ever started it. So I can't wait to tell them I love your new ideas. I love all the bad and good that you went through to get to that. And so that's another thing, right? So everyone keeps messaging me about these bad times. I love you if you're going through bad times. I'm going through some bad times. But are bad times really bad? Or did we need those bad times to move us away from where we were? Thank you for the love. So, in the good and bad is good. There's good in the bad. So when something bad comes along and moves something out, that's just so more new, better things can come in. Guys, listen, I love you all. We're trendsetters. We're trendsetters. We're trendsetters. So if you're feeling out of place, if you're feeling broken, scared, whatever, I can't fix it. You got to go in you. So I've been getting a lot of really, really wild messages lately of people just really mad at themselves on the inside, and I send so much love when I get them, believe me, but my answers are pretty tough, and my answers are like, look, man, you got to get up. You got to get up. Nobody came and pulled me up. Nobody. I had to sit there in my mind no, this gets better. No, this is not. What they're telling me is the only way. That's not the only way. I was trendsetting. I was cutting down the grass. It wasn't really seen. Everyone said, no, Sarah, you just have to get a knee replacement. And I was like, no, for sure. It's not that. I know there's something else out there, right? And my mom, my dad, everyone kept saying, what are you going to do? You got to get it fixed. It hurts so bad. You're gaining so much weight. You are depressed. There's another option. They're not cutting my bones. And everybody, doctors, I met with surgeons all over Pittsburgh. I don't know if you guys know, but Pittsburgh is like a health medical mecca, right? I'm like, there's something else. I'm telling you, I don't even want to hear about it. Now, I didn't know anything about this whole vibration thing that I had going on. I didn't know anything about my gifts. I'm just learning now. I'm 33 years old and I feel like a little kid, and that's what makes it fun. But eventually it wasn't right away. So, patience right now is my thing. So patience is where I'm at. Patience is what I'm learning. I know a lot of my followers have seen that I did a rebirth, and so I did. And soon I'll come out with a video. I just have to process. But Patience was her name, right? And that's huge to me right now with everything going on in my life and everything. I just want it to move. And, you know, I've been manifesting and I've been creating this abundance in my life, and it's moving. And right now I hit this time where it was like, whoa, sit down, put your feet in the earth, drink some good tea, fuel up your body, get some rest, organize all your stuff, you know, get in tune with yourself, block out everybody. So if I've been blocking out some messages, that's just because I need to. You know, I didn't sign a contract that I was going to be on here every day and, you know, be at everyone's beck and message call and all of that stuff. And so, you know, I always think like the people that you run into, that's who you need. You know, when you miss the bus and you have to go down the street and then you run into that opportunity, that's why. Guys, life is too good, really. I know that there's a lot of hurt out here. You know, just like I just rode on an area that I hadn't been in a long time, right? It was my favorite area. It was like all grassy and like all this greatness going on. And so send the pipeliners some love, man. I'm learning how to give love to things that hurt me, right? They're ripping up my earth, man. And I just want to know, like, when you're ripping up my earth, do you hear her cry? Do you hear her cry? I mean, that's the kind of shit I'm on right now, guys. You know, I'm paying attention to the earth and the trees and the flowers and the plants. And there's a lot going on. And so, you know, as tough as you are, you know, I just did my rebirth, and to have a baby and to be a mother, you know, that's some strong shit you go through. And then to have a spiritual rebirth, woo. And then to see that earth get ripped up like that, but to know in my mind that this is getting better. So, you know, for 10 years I've been doing this vibrational lift work, and you know, my group of people, we started out maybe 3 or 4 of us, and we're like, yeah, it's getting better. I can see it. I can see plugs here. I can see this. I can see that. And we just like all through that, we just kept pumping each other up. And so I think right now, we need it more than ever, guys. So let's keep pumping each other up, because the earth is hurting. However, that's our mother, right? And so she's going to come back 900 times better than she was before. I guarantee it. So I used to be walking around like, oh my God, they're going to steal my earth, and then I'm having a baby, and then the world's going to burn down, and everything's going to be... No. The earth is our mother. She is strong. She is a woman. This woman power is something. So, you know, just like these pipeliners that are digging up this earth, and they're like, yeah, whatever, I'm doing it for the money. It's so great. Well, that's like the people in your life that are just bumping up against you. So we all have people in our life that are just bumping and digging up our dirt and throwing our stuff all around the place and just taking out this road and putting this here, right? It's happening. I love you guys. It's happening to me. But we are going to be better for this. So the changes that we go through, the uncomfortable that we go through, it's to be better. It's to get better. We are going to be better than ever before. It's going to be the norm to care about people and love one another and love yourself first, and to say, no, I'm too tired to come. And the other person's going to say, I love you, sleep well. Listen, guys, it's coming. You know, get you around some people like that. That's what I do. So people say, Sarah, what do you do? Hello, Betty. To stay so happy. I stay around people like that. Are they perfect people? Nope. To me, I love them because they're unique. They're not trying to be any other way except for them. Sometimes they're mad. Sometimes they're happy. Sometimes they're unsure. Sometimes they're unsure about what I do, and they're looking at what they do. And I love that, because sometimes I'm unsure about what you do because I'm looking at what I do. But I love what you do because you love what you do. And when you love what you do, it shines from your whole entire being. So what have I been saying from the beginning? Love you and then love everyone else. And that doesn't mean that you have to love someone that's really mean to you. I mean, yeah, you do love them, but you don't have to just keep festering in that. Well, guys, I love you. Trendsetters have to walk the rough road. You know, nobody ever said it'd be easy. They just said it'd be really, really worth it. So, you know, if you have an old place in your heart that you like to come and sit, come there. Sit there. That's what I do. Put your roots into the earth. Put your roots from your feet into the earth. When things get crazy, cry it out. Sometimes you need that, you know. I told you guys I've been a little crybaby these past couple of days. Like a mom who just had a baby. I'm telling you, man, this rebirth is some stuff, right? I just been like crying about everything. Like I'm not sure about anything right now. It's the same thing. I can't wait to do a video about it. Listen, guys, I love you all, and I want to let you know that You know, if you're chasing what's in your heart and what's in your gut about what you really love, you know, we all have these imaginations and these things that we see. And I really don't think that that's a fake place. I think that's real. I think that what we think in our minds of what can be of this world, if you can think it, you can have it, you can see it, you can live it. I know that. You know, I've created so many things with my mind and my life, and I know it's real. Does that make my life perfect? No, but if it was perfect, I'd be bored and I'd quit, right? So we're just learning to live in love, and it's really, really great. All right, guys, so my advice to you today on this lovely Monday is maybe put you on some red. If you already missed the whole day, put you on some jammies or maybe even some red socks. It don't matter. Ground into the earth. And go somewhere old that used to make you feel peace if you can, or think about it. And then think of all the new things in your life about what you want new, and just think, you know, give yourself credit. Give yourself credit for how far you've come. You know, no matter if it's just baby steps or really giant leaps, you know, that's self-love. When you can look at your life and say, wow, you know, from 22 to 33, it was like I shed off some skin, and that's a really big accomplishment for me. Not everybody noticed. Sometimes it was people I didn't even notice that noticed. Sometimes the people that I wish that noticed don't notice. Just take in the love. When it comes to you, take it in. That's what it's for. It's for you. We have to change, guys, because what was happening before wasn't working. So we just change things around to get better, to grow and love and evolve. And that's what it is. And everyone's right where they're supposed to be. No one's perfect. No one's better. Everyone teaches one another. We learn from one another, in the good and the bad. You know, it's like the yin and the yang. And really, it's all good, because you need bad to see the good, and all of that stuff. You're so much stronger than you think, really. I had to have my baby sister tell me that today, but that's part of the message. That's part of the message that I got for you guys today. So sit down, pray, think, whatever, write, draw, paint, imagine, do it. Put your roots in the ground. I love you guys. We're all connected. One love. Mwah.